Hello, welcome to Unicycle.com videos. Today we're going to show you how to change your brake pads. So brake pads wear out relatively regularly, maybe once a year. You use them up on the North Yorkshire moors where I do, probably more often. Mud will definitely wear them out, and just general use. But also there are other reasons why you might change your pads if they get contaminated. So if you have a leakage on your brakes, you can't get rid of the contamination from the hydraulic fluid, or if you've got some you've been cleaning your unicycle with a WD-40, something like that, you've contaminated the disc and the pads, need to replace them. There's no other excuse for it. You need to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do the Shimano brake. These are pretty standard on most of the unicycles now. One of the reasons is they work so well. Unicycles have the brake sitting underneath the handle. Not all brakes will work like that, but these do. So anyway, lots of waffle there. So let's show us first how to get the old pads out. So there is a cotter pin at the top. We're going to remove this, so we just squeeze it together, pull it out. There we go, we've got that out, and we can just push the old ones out. Comes out relatively easily. There we go. And these are definitely worn. So I don't know if you can actually see in the film there, there's probably less than 1 millimeter of pad left on these. The wear on these is typically down to 1 millimeter. I would say that's probably less than 1 millimeter. I should have done this last month, but I never got around to it. And actually that one's not quite as much, which implies they're not quite even. So let's get that out of the way. When you get your new pads, you will get 2 new pads, and look how thick they are. Nice and thick, give us a bit of life in them. You get a brand new spring, which is important. You also get a disc rotor wipe to make sure that the rotor is nice and clean. Yeah, so it's got no contaminations on it. So to insert these, very simple. You assemble them. So on these, it actually holds. Essentially, see, it kind of holds as a unit. Squeeze it together, push it from the inside, and it should be nice and simple. And I'm going to do that again, because my finger slipped. And it should go nice and easy into the unit, and it's not, which is typical. I love it when videos go wrong. So I'll lay it down a bit. And this is just, there we go, in it goes. You might notice this is a bit of a squeeze, and I will show you a little technique for opening these out, which you might need to do, especially when your pads have been as worn as mine were. So, split pin goes back in, hopefully. Come on, in it goes. Get our pliers, and we'll just open the split pin. You don't have to open it far, and do go from the outside to the inside. Actually quite important, because you don't want this bit, which can be quite sharp, on the outside where your legs are. Okay, now back to this side, and we can actually see, as hopefully you can see that those pads are almost touching. If I place a screwdriver in and just gently turn it, I'm not on the pads themselves, I'm just turning it nice and gently, and what I'm doing, I'm opening them up to give myself a gap, and there is a gap there, so I can actually fit the rotor in there. So there you go, ready for reassembly, and we'll be out riding tonight. So thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel, like the videos, do all of the YouTube stuff, and thank you very much for watching.